Good morning, good morning. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. We're going to go ahead and get into this trade. Um, Now, this trade that I called yesterday, it did hit stop loss. But honestly, I wouldn't have counted it because we went into a whole another day. But because I do want to stick to my word, I'm going to take a screenshot just so that, uh-oh, just so that you guys have it. Open a new tab. The past few that we've had didn't activate. So so let's see if we can finish strong this week. Well, the goal is to finish strong this week. So all right. So yesterday we were looking to sell, and we did end up selling higher. Um, it was a very short sell. Excuse me. We ended up experiencing some very strong buyers pressure. So we saw some upward momentum. And so that's what pushed us so high within yesterday's zone. So today, as I'm looking, today I'm seeing some selling pressure. I am seeing some selling pressure. I do want to sell today. We did have a buy candle, yes, but we have to take into consideration where our candles are reacting to, where they're trying to get to, and all those things. Okay. So the 4 hour, if I was to set a sell, it would be somewhere up there. Yeah, I like that level actually. Jar sell fib. Excuse me. Okay. So 50 to 2. Okay. Now, let me see. Me putting it that low is not something I usually do, but I am covering significant amount and it's still a 1 to 2. So this would be my bait entry. I'm gonna actually show you guys how to profit max really quick. So when you're profit maxing means um, profit maxing means that you see a setup and you want to take advantage of the play. So you want to strategically place multiple trades on the same move to capitalize off of, off of that. Now, it very well may not even get this high. Very well, it very well may just decide to, um, I don't know. But I see what I see. I like what I see. And we are going to, oh, what? Where's my clone button? Oh, put copy. And we're going to capitalize off of this move, okay? I'm probably not going to take this exact move. I would prefer to just have one, trade and call it a day. But then if we want to set another trade, we would set another trade with an entry either at the 835 zone or the 886 zone or um, the 946 zone, okay, the wick rejection zone. And each of them, the higher you go, the heavier the lot size. Okay, so let's just say we're just gonna do 3. I'm not gonna go crazy with 4. Right? Your second entry would be your pullback entry. And your pullback entry is going to be something like double. It's always going to be more than your bait entry. Just keep that in mind. Okay. So, for example, you're looking at 0.02. Okay. Just an example. This is how you. I messed that up. Yeah, this should be 0.01. Okay. So, boom. Okay. Your bait entry would be your first entry. That's your, if it comes here, it comes here. That's great. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Your pullback entry, you're going to double the bait entry or just go one level higher. And then, for easy math, your deepest pullback is going to be your this is really how you're going to make like your money, okay? Because but potentially because this is going to be your best entry. However, sometimes it may not get hit. Okay, so keep that in mind, but don't let that be the reason why you're, you know, don't let that be the reason why you don't take a trade because you're feeling like, oh, I have to do X, Y, Z. Now, the key to this is that all of these trades, these potential trades, have the same stop loss. Okay. You need to be trading with a stop loss. I'm not gonna say it no more. You guys should know that already. All right. Now, um, I really like this bait entry trade and this pullback entry trade, so I'm gonna do both. Okay, I'm gonna do both, and you can actually set them all with the same TP. That's what makes this so like, you know. Do I have two? I think I have only two up, but you get the idea. Okay, you get the idea. This is what it would look like. All right. So this would be, I know it looks like a lot going on, but this is a perfect example of profit maxing. All right. Okay. Profit maxing, which stands for profit maximization. Okay. You're maximizing your um you're maximizing your trade basically. Okay. um you want to make sure that your bait entry is that entry to say, hey, I'm here, I want to get in the trade, if you'd let me, and or if you're ready to. Okay. And your pullback entry, that is your ideal entry. If you notice, okay, my pullback entry is actually what my entry would have been if I was, if I wasn't profit maxing. Okay. Um, and then your best entry, of course, is that's you saying, ha ha, market, you thought you were going to manipulate me? Not quite. Okay. But again, just let me take a picture. Just a look into what that's like. Because I know some people, like, they have really good setups. Um, they have good setups, but they're not placing trades in the right area and like strategically placing. So you end up finding yourself in such deep drawdown that you might actually get taken out of a potential trade idea. Um, and then it goes in your direction, and then you're just like, you need to strategically place your lot sizes, your higher pending orders, or your higher trade ideas that are higher in your zone within the market. Those need to be your heavy lot sizes. Your, oh, I see it right now, I want to get in right now. Those trades are going to be your bait entries. Okay. In this case, it's a lower entry into our sell idea, our potential sell idea. Okay. And that's going to be my lower lot size. Now, when price and or if price gets to this pending, level order of 71,000, then that's going to be my pullback entry. That's going to be the entry that I really want. You're going to do a higher lot size. Regardless, the only difference are your entry prices, not your stop loss and not your take profit. Those stay the same. Okay. So math is very important. I'll do another trading plan for you guys. That was not meant to be an educational video, but you get the idea. Okay. We're looking like we're getting some upward momentum. Um, if I had to zone it out just to see, I mean, it's obvious that it would want to push up. Okay. Yeah. So yeah. We have like some light consolidation. We have a lot of, bouncing up and down, pause. And once it broke out of this zone, it broke up to buy. And it came back down, revisited the support level within this sideways market. Okay, at this time, we want to see price either come back to this resistance or come somewhere close to this resistance and ceiling to then sell back down to a previous low. Right? Um, Sometimes if you spend too much time on one time frame, you can get like kind of like shaky with the overall movement. So after you do all of that analyzing on smaller time frames, I like to just go to the higher time frame and see if the candle stick itself is closing within and confirming what I'm seeing. I like to go to the 4 hour time frame because the 4 hour time frame is the strongest, is stronger than the 1 hour, truthfully, because it takes more time to create a 4 hour candlestick. So I'm looking at my RSI, I'm seeing that it's pointing up, it's coming up towards a 50 level on the RSI, which is a structure level. I wouldn't look too deep into if it's in the middle or if it's in the, doesn't matter, because there's been so many times where it's in the middle and it still sells, or it's in the middle and it still buys up and goes up. Okay. What I want you to focus on is what the candlestick previously is doing and responding in our zone to our fib. It's closing, it's breaking and closing um, below our golden level zone. Okay, and it's coming back down to this 382 continuation zone. However, remember, this is for a sell because our one's at the top and our zero's at the bottom. This is for a sell. If price closes below this 382, okay, we know it's going to continue on for that sell. But we see it staying above, we see it closing below the 50. Now we want to know where is going to be the most ideal, safest place for me to potentially take a sell idea. When we drop down to the 1 hour time frame, what do we see? We see a little bit of, a little bit of sideways movement. Okay, it's getting kind of, stuck, if you will, in that middle area of our zone. So what I want to see, and we're pointing down and through the RSI. So yeah, I mean, we're selling. Okay, it's just about finding the best place to sell. And personally, any other day, I'd have been like, oh yeah, let's sell right now, or let's sell at the 618, because but it's just me. We're gonna be protecting our profits today. We trade the other day. Okay. No, truthfully, um I'm just going based off what I see. I don't like to force trades. Um and I would honestly prefer a trade miss me. Like I would prefer to um like the past 2 days I didn't take pictures of it and stuff like that, but even like yesterday, we saw this trade. Let me show you this trade. Okay. We caught it here at 8:30. And all the way until like 3:30ish, the trade didn't activate. It wouldn't have activated if you had it in. If you did have it in, it went to TP1. Actually, now that I'm looking at it, 69952. It went to TP1 for sure. 69952 is like somewhere up here. So it went to TP1. So I will put it in. TP1 did get hit. Okay. But you see what I'm saying? Like I would rather miss the trade and not take a trade like this than feel like I need to sell right now and then get manipulated out of my spot. I don't play those games. Bitcoin tries to play those games with y'all, but I don't play those games. 71132. Um, Not to mention this stop loss is very deep. 71,750. But my hope is that it doesn't go up that high. TP1 is going to be 7482. And that's gonna be a good one because that's gonna be a good trade because we're risking 50 pips. I'm sorry, we're risking 60. I think I said that. We're risking 60 pips, and so the TP1 is going to be 60 pips instead of 50. All right, and then for this one as well, it's the same parameters, different TP. When will I get it together? It's my fault. It's early. I apologize. Second trade idea, same parameters, different entry price. We're looking at an entry price of 71,456. Okay. And TP1 will be we can actually leave it because then we're getting really into it. That kind of defeats the purpose, right? But if you wanted to set it at TP1, you would just measure or subtract your numbers to that's like 27, right? 27, 27, 270, 274. That would be like 71205. That would be your TP1 for a 27 pip risk. So just keep that in mind as well. So this is the perimeters that I would set regardless of the entry level. I would keep everything the same because you're treating it as the same trade personally. That's what I would do. All right. So um, usually when all right, so this is for copy. This is gonna be our ideal. I'm gonna just label it as ideal. I'll put ideal sell limit. Okay. And oh my gosh, I didn't have it in, did I? That gets confusing. I don't know how I made that mistake, but it happens sometimes. And this is our potential bait entry. Right? There's that. Hello, hello, hello. Okay. Sure you guys can hear me. So longer stream than usual, but we have that there in the chat. And That's our higher lot size trade. And then this is our, we're going to get it right now. Okay. So I will definitely update the community post so that you guys can um, keep track of what we've been doing. We've been showing up every single day. It was a really good week. I'm really happy. We're 2-1, right? We're 2-1. We're 2-1 for this week. So you should be in profit. Okay. My beginners are definitely in profit. Potentially. Potentially. They're potentially in profit. Um, they're potentially in profit, okay? Um, if this is your first time, you should be taking TP1. Okay, we're not trying to race to the finish line. We're here to get our feet wet, and we're here to actually see results. My TP1s gets like that's normal, you know. TP2s, they can get a little funny sometimes. They can get a little tricky sometimes because of how far we're looking to capitalize within our zone for the day. Okay, if you're a beginner, you have no idea what I'm talking about. You're like, you don't even know what's going on. Don't worry. The network has you covered. Check out the channel so you can master technical analysis, start trading on your own, and learn how to trade with the exact system that I used to learn 5 years ago. Okay. Um, my whole goal is for you guys to um, break down the basics of trading. I also have a free Telegram where you can get access to definitions, key terms, worksheets, cheat sheets, um, so that you can follow along independently, learn at your own pace. And I do have playlists that are coming out very, very soon. So that's really exciting as well. Um, but yeah, over the weekend, for my beginners, I most definitely, definitely, definitely want you guys to watch a video or two within the learning playlist. Okay. Because what that's going to do for you guys, let me see if I have my, video file. I should have, let me see. I should have, okay, I don't think I'm going to find it. I'm not going to find it. But I have um, a video. Let me see what this one is. This is a long time ago. Yeah. So again, um, check out. I'll actually add it here. Here we go. Okay. So I want you guys to check out D Network Trading's channel. Okay. We're actually live. I'm sharing this one. Okay, good. I'm not sharing this one. Okay, I am sharing it now. So you see, we're live. Okay. And I want you to go to the channel. And then I want you, well, I want you to give it a like first. So let's run that back actually. Okay. You can give it a like. And then I want you to go to the channel and go to learn. Okay. And when you go to learn, you're going to see all of the trading basics and hands-on activities. I want you to focus on the basics and just take notes. Okay. If you go into my link tree, you're going to see where all of the resources are that you can find, the cheat sheets, the learning playlist, the link so that you can, catch us live trading. I have here Thursdays and Fridays because that's what we were, used to and things like that. Um, but you just go ahead, go to trading cheat sheets, and you actually have to, let's see if it'll let me from here. I think I have to have it downloaded. But that's how you get there. Okay. Here. Sorry. And this is the link tree. I don't think I had that. My apologies. Okay. So that's how you get there. Okay. Press the link tree, link in the description. Then it's going to take you to my actual link tree with all of our resources. And then you'll get here. All right. So that's that on that. I know I haven't really showed you guys that stuff, so I wanted to make sure that you guys saw it and I didn't just leave you guys hanging. I will be sure to post what happens today with the trade, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Oh, next week I'm going to Texas. Okay, I'm going to Texas next week, and I will not be live trading on Thursday and Friday. Okay, Thursday, Friday, and the 30th of Monday, or Monday the 30th. I'm not going to be trading those 3 days live. So I will be making short form content. Um, I'm not telling you this, but a birdie told me that when I post short form content, that is still going to be on time because I'm not posting it a day in advance. I'm posting it the day of, especially when I'm not like putting, if I don't have like my face in the camera and I don't have like heavy edits on it and you see the post um of me like putting in the trade and putting in the numbers and stuff like that, you look at the time, you're like, oh, it's 9 a.m. And then maybe you're more advanced, so you go look at the chart and you're like, oh, it hasn't hit yet because I didn't post an outcome. A little birdie told me that you could still put the trade in, potentially. Potentially. So, I don't know. I don't know if you guys heard that, but I just thought I would just relay the message, play telephone with you guys and let you know what I heard. All right. So with that being said, you guys, it was a really good week. We will be back next week. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for your time. Goodbye.